Hey everyone, it's Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader, and I am here with your April 10th, 2019 daily tarot reading. And as always, we will get right into the energy for the day. These readings are for anyone who finds their way to my page. And keep in mind, some of these messages may resonate with you and others of them may not. But either way it goes, let's get right into it. So today we have the Eight of Cups upright. We have the Knight of Swords upright. And we have the Five of Swords in reverse. And I'm going to go ahead and pull us in. Or you know what? I want to pull from this deck. Let's see. Overall angelic message. And we have choose a new direction. Okay, and I will find this card. Let's see. Choose a new direction, page 25. Okay, so let's start first with the Eight of Cups. So the Eight of Cups here is normally depicted as a man, and he has all these cups left behind him, and he's like walking off into the distance with his little, I don't know, bags or whatnot, or you know, he's left so much behind. And the Eight of Cups is a person or an energy that holds on so tightly to emotional situations, because that's normally how it works in life. We have an emotional tie to something, and then once our emotions are in, it's hard to let go. Just like if some random person flicks you off or calls you fat or ugly, yeah, you might be like, what the hell? Like, you know, that was so rude or whatever. Or some of us might not even care. Versus if your partner or a best friend says something like that, because you have an emotional connection to them, it hurts. It hurts. And so the Eight of Cups is holding on to emotional baggage. So see where this applies in your life, whether it's holding on too tightly to things of your past that people have told you that you let imprint into your reality. I was just talking to one of my Pisces friends, and we were talking about how people in life will tell you what you can't do. I never get that. How can somebody tell you what you can't do? That is the first sign of not listening to that individual. Now, of course, if you're like, I'm going to, you know, do drugs and fly to the moon. Okay, y'all, come on, use logic. But you know what I mean? How people are like, you can't do that. You know, you can't go to nursing school. Who's going to watch your babies? You can't be a YouTuber. That's not a real job. You can't be people love to tell you what you can't do. And when you hear people that say things like that, make sure you always do the opposite. You know, it's different if a person is giving you advice, but it's another it's another thing when someone tells you what you aren't capable of. That in itself is letting you know that that person doubts you and your potential, which now I don't even need your advice because you don't think that I'm capable of, you know, executing things. Okay. So always watch that. Now, for some of you, you will feel this in the form of constantly trying to hold on to a situation just because it's okay. You know, and I get it. You know, we have times in life that are kind of blah, where it kind of just has to be okay. And then we have times where it's like, no, you got to get moving and do something else. If only you knew that you wanted to sit at home and not do anything. And if you just would have went to the school function open house, you could have gotten a whole new perspective on a new career. So the Eight of Cups, whether it's, you know, stagnation and you need to move forward with something, whether it's, you know, emotional baggage of a relationship that's toxic and you won't let it go, move on, move forward. Because right after the Eight of Cups, which is the card of emotional baggage in tarot comes the Nine of Cups, which is the Wish card, saying that if you can get over emotional baggage and trauma in life, oh, it's no stopping you. Literally, it's no stopping you. And that's why the next card is the Wish card. You took a chance by letting go of that mediocre, blah, or disappointing area in your life. And because you were able to move on, you're blessed, okay? Then we have the Knight of Swords upright. And the Knight of Swords, anytime you see the knights, okay, you all remember this, it's an extreme sprinkle on the day. So if you normally would react with, oh my gosh, it's so warm outside, you might be like, oh my God, it's so freaking hot. You know, like the knights just overdo everything. Now, the good thing about the Knight of Swords is that he is great for quick information, quick comebacks. Somebody says something to you, you can just snap it right back to them. Or, you know, it's a great energy of brainstorming and coming up with new ideas. You're already moving past this sulky type of energy into these new great ideas, because the Knight of Swords is a smart person. This is a smart woman or man. This is like Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this is the intellectual, the intellects of the zodiac. So a lot of us will be able to tap into this communication. But like I said, with the knights being young to a certain extent and over the top, they can spit out a fact before they actually triple double checked it. They can jump and go after something before they really think it through. So, and they can also say hurtful things. The Knight of Swords can really hurt your feelings with some of the things that they can say and think of. They can be a little, you know, manipulative if they want to be. So just watch that energy. And if your intuition is telling you one thing today, trust it. Because I notice when the Knight of Swords is here, people are on, let's just say, the defense a little bit more than what they should be. Okay. And next we have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is conflict, going off, telling a person who they are and where they can stick it, you know, just arguing back and forth, that yelling competition where it's like nobody's really listening because each person is trying to outsmart the next person or outthink the next person or whatever it may be. It's like a nobody wins. You know, even if you win the fight, you didn't really win because now you and your best friend aren't friends. So was it really worth you getting into that physical altercation or that verbal altercation? Because even though you got the last word, you lost a great friend. And so the good news is this card is in reverse, which is saying learn early from this reading today. Let this be like a day of thinking, you know, coming up with new great ideas. If you're super confused, stuck in old emotions, don't go back to the ex and argue about why they broke your heart. You know, just let that go. If people try to come and argue with you, I know you all trust me, and especially during this Aries season, it is so hard not to clap back at people, especially when they're rude, disrespectful, or don't even have all the information. So they're just making a very irrational conclusion without the facts. Trust me, I know it's very annoying, but we have to remember we're spiritual beings having a human experience. So we can't let every human experience that pisses us off get an emotional reaction out of us. So just watch this. Okay. And now I'm going to read the overall angelic message that we have. Choose a new direction. And, okay, the time has come to choose a new direction for your life. The circumstances that you find yourself living in may seem unfulfilling, or perhaps your heart is full of discontent. You know that there is an area where you know something is more out there for you in the world. And you've been procrastinating following the guidance of your angels. Make a conscious choice to be the person you are meant to be. Create an action plan for yourself that leads you in the direction of your divine life purpose. Begin taking steps immediately towards a happier future. So it says immediately. Okay, you already know I'm not the one that says, oh, quit your job, you know, but start making those action steps, you all. We have a nice energy this week and next week of all the planets being direct in astrology. Well, I take that back. Jupiter is going retrograde, but you have a nice this week and next week are like really good weeks. If it's anything that you want to start, get going with, please do it. even if it's finishing up paperwork, all of those loose ends, because I'm telling you, you all are going to feel it when the planets start going retrograde, and y'all going to be like, Crystal, what the hell is going on? And I'm going to be like, I've been telling y'all to get it done now, you know, these first 2 weeks before the planets start going retrograde and the energy gets more intense, which can be a great thing. Don't get me wrong. It's not like a negative thing, but everything becomes internalized versus actually being able to push forward and move it through. So choose a new direction, you all. And I hope these messages did resonate with you. I hope you all have a beautiful day. And as always, I will see you tomorrow.